welcome to the Lone Machinist podcast. The podcast where it's just you, your tools, and the work. No team, no backup. I'm Jamie from JSpec Engineering, and every episode we're tackling the highs and lows of flying solo in the machining world.
And I'm Curt from Confounded Machine, here to chat about everything it takes to make it as a one-man show in the shop. From grinding and turning to the struggles of running a one-person operation, we're sharing the stories, the tricks, and the challenges that come with going it alone.
If you're out there in the shop grinding away by yourself, or just thinking about taking a solo plunge, this show's for you.
So throw in your ear protection and let's talk about life behind the machine.
Good morning, Curt.
Good afternoon, Jamie.
Yeah, now that we're on video, people get to see the dumb things we do during the intro. So yeah, I was showing Curt my little hot plate for soldering, and then my power supply, which has a Type-C plug on it, but it's 24 volts. So it gets unplugged and packed away so it isn't accidentally used to charge a cell phone.
I think technically USB-C, isn't it? Like, if you plug in your cell phone, things are going to be angry, but
yeah. So USB Type-C, you get PD, which is power delivery, where they talk to each other and then it'll crank the voltage. But that ain't no PD. That's just a freaking 24 volt power supply with a USB cable attached to it.
Just force feed it 24 volts. Yeah, probably not the best option.
Because this little guy can run on 24 volts. So I made sure that it gets its 24 volts. So
those things are so cute. They're like little 2-inch by 2-inch hot plates for
they're amazing.
It's incredible how inexpensive they are too, for like if you just want to do a little bit of board work. And
so I bought this for doing screw switches for the combat robots.
Okay.
For assembling screw switches, and now I'm going to use it to assemble those boards I was showing you before the start of the podcast.
Yeah, I've wanted to buy one for no reason other than just having building a little tool set up for soldering, because they're so cute looking, little displays on them, and they're like $100. They're they're not expensive.
They're really not expensive. But anyway, what have you been up to today, Curt?
Not a ton today yet. Actually, it's been looking at some CAD design and playing with that. This is my last. I kind of fallen into I basically do 2 weeks. Actually, let's drop into a topic.
Yeah, well, let's jump straight into it.
I do roughly 2 weeks of production, about 1 week of packaging and finishing and getting all that, getting all the orders out of here, and then I usually have 1 week of just kind of R&D time, where I just kind of try to push forward with new stuff. But this week I took that 1 week and just threw more production on. So I had the machines all running production. Because I wanted to do CAD, but I feel horrible just sitting here while the machines sit idle and I do CAD. So I had it cranking through some stuff. So I think I have the switch or the click mechanism finalized to the point where I can start machining it. Some of the tolerances are kind of ridiculous, so I kind of got to machine it to see if it actually works, because I'm these are pretty thin parts, but I'm trying to squeeze it all into a very tight space. I'm kind of jazzed about that. So I think I'm going to spend the rest of today and tomorrow just kind of fleshing out all the machining operations, make sure everything's going to work out, and I think we'll push ahead with that. So I'm jazzed about that.
Okay. Yeah, because that's been in the works for a hell of a long time.
Yeah, well, I've had 4 variants, because I'd get one variant done and I'd be like, oh, this is amazing, but it's completely silent. It's not going to make any sound. That's what I want. And then I make another version. I'm like, okay, this is great. And most of them are kind of just copies or variants of other designs that kind of exist. But I'm like, well, this one, after whatever 500,000 clicks is going to, I can tell you there's parts that are going to wear out. And it's well, that's not ideal. So I'm trying to find something that, lasts forever and then hits all my goals. So I think I finally got it. So we'll see.
Making your life complicated.
Yeah, well, I don't know. There's I just recently bought a couple click mechanisms, and they're it's cool because there's a little ball bearing that goes around a very intricate track.
Okay.
But the way it works is it's 2 sliding pieces with a ball between it.
Yes.
And it'd be fine if actually people can see this on video now. If 2 plates were sliding back and forth and you had a ball between it, that's fine because the ball is rolling and that's how bearings work. But in most of these instances, it's also translating on forward and backwards. You want to think of it that way. So you're spinning the ball and skidding it. So all these click mechanisms, when they click, you're skidding this little ball bearing inside. And usually they use brass or bronze, so it's smooth feeling. But after a million clicks, you're going to be developing slop just because this steel bearing is just sliding on all these and not rolling. So I've kind of tried to avoid that design. But that's all the commercial ones are made usually because it's cheap and easy to make. So.
Yeah, it's very easy to do. Okay, interesting.
And it's silent. That's a problem. There's no tactile feedback and there's no sound. It just it works and it's fine, but it's just like I want click. Well, that's the whole purpose. So
Yeah, no, 100%. You want the clicking is the fun bit.
Yeah, you need the click,
You
click,
can
click,
annoy
click.
your coworkers. Not that we have those, but you can annoy them anyway.
Yeah, other people that have coworkers, you can annoy them.
There we go. Yeah, I was actually chatting to a guy this afternoon, the knife guy that I make stuff for his store. And he was saying he's got to the point now where he needs to employ somebody to do the day-to-day packing of orders, dealing with customers when they come into the store and things like that, because he's not getting to things because he's at his capacity when he's got to still deal with customers during the day and pack orders. So he was here this afternoon to pick some stuff up, and we had a long chat about that. It's also like, he's carrying stock, and that is a terrifying thought.
Yeah, it can be. I mean, it depends how fast your sales are, but yeah.
But like, he's bringing in weird and wonderful stuff, and then the guys all like, "Oh, we'll take." He brings it in, and then no one buys it, and he sits with it on the shelf for 2 years. So it's an interesting thing. Like, I was chatting to my brother about this. My brother works for a company that develops fishing rods. So they wholesale fishing rods and fishing apparel. And he was saying the rods, it's all good and well. They make 300 to 500% markup on the rods. And their clothing, they make like 20%. But they'll move through like a batch of clothing every month. So they'll move through the same amount of capital or same amount of stock. They'll roll it over 12 times in a year instead of once in a year. So they end up actually making more on their lower margin items than their high margin items, because their high margin items sit on the shelf for a year before they all sold out. Whereas their cheap apparel, that stuff just disappears off the shelf in a month. Like, they'll have it land, and within 6 weeks, they've got the next batch landing because they've moved through all their stock already. So it's very interesting.
Yeah, well, that's so interesting because like that world is like if I go to a brick and mortar shop and they don't have something in and they say they can bring it in for me, I'm like, no, forget it. Like, I'll bring it in for me. Like, I don't need you to do it. But then at the same time, it's like, I get it. Like, if they don't have it there, you won't buy it. And if they do have it there, you're like, okay, maybe I'll buy it. Maybe I won't. Like it. Yeah, they kind of it's
like,
tough world.
My brother and I were chatting about this. You're saying the thing with margins is, yeah, sure, you make 500% margin on this part. Or let's, for simple sakes, let's say, okay, cool, you make 100% margin. You got to outlay $10,000, and within the year, you're going to sell it. You're going to make 100% margin. You're going to end up with $10,000 profit, $10,000 to reinvest in more stock. Or you spend $10,000 and you make a 20% margin, but you move it 5 times through the year. You still end up with the same $10,000 profit at the end of the year, but you've just cycled that money through. So, very interesting chat. Like, it's not always about making giant margins. It's about how many times you can cycle that money over in the same time span.
Yeah.
But that's not really where our businesses are. Our businesses are in making fancy things.
Yeah. I mean, thankfully, I don't want to. Yeah, I wouldn't want to have a retail store like that. That seems stressful. But I mean, to other people, this world seems stressful. So it's
I guess. But yeah, anyway, I finally implemented Cycle 832.
Ooh, tell me more. Dude,
how it worked out. It is literal magic. Literal magic. Yeah, no, it's magic. So my roughing cycle's always a bit jittery, and I was getting a bit annoyed with it. And then I outputted a smoothing, like semi-finished cycle. Took notes of what the machine wanted, because I did it in the machine. And then I proceeded to output all the cycles so that I could see what it wanted. And then I went and edited my post-processor so that when you put it on automatic, it automatically does it. So now, by default, which is interesting because it does a tool change, and then it waits like a second while it loads in the G832.
Oh, really?
Or the Cycle 832. Like, it's a drill tap machine. If you're running at full speed, you notice when it sits still after a tool change for like a second.
Right.
But yeah, it has made a world of difference. Like, the machine, it's much, much better. And it only took me like 2 hours to implement with a bunch of if statements because I'm a savage.
Cool. Well, I'll have to see your post because I toyed around with putting it on. I don't post enough code for me to worry about it right now to put it onto automatic. So I drop it in where I need it, but I'd like to see how you implemented it.
You don't want to see how I implemented it. It's literally the most bodgy bullshit you've ever seen. But if it's dumb and it works, it's still dumb, but it worked.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Like, it functions.
from what I understand, it goes and reads your tolerance setting that you have in that certain operation.
So that operation, so I've got it posting on every operation, and then it posts the tolerance value, and then the roughing cycle, or the finishing cycle, or the semi-finish cycle, depending on what it's doing.
Okay, how does it determine the rough finish? How does it determine that part?
I don't know, because it's not always what I would choose, but it's good enough. I think it's looking at the tolerance. I'm not entirely sure.
That would make sense, yeah.
Or the type of toolpath would be the other reason I would think to do that. But yeah, I don't know. It works. So yeah, it's quite cool. So yeah, I was roughing stuff and you could feel the difference in the machine.
Yeah, like I'm surprised that you I can't use my machine without it. So that's interesting.
Mine, I think my machine's also got a bit it's a bit heavier than the X5. So it's a little less jittery, and it was noticeable. Like, I noticed my roughing passes, I could feel the machine being a little bit vibratey, like just the motion, and it was battling like at high speed corners and stuff. Like in the adaptive, it would be weird, and now it's smooth. But it's also now running a 1 millimeter tolerance because it's a roughing. So it like literally zooms around the corner. So that makes a world of difference. Like, I'm super stoked that I got that properly integrated.
Well, yeah, and it doesn't beat up your ball screws and beat up everything like trying to make stupid moves. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's now on by default. I'll send you the post. You can have a look at it and see my bodgy, the bodgy way I did it. I literally just copied and pasted an if statement and then got it to put out what I wanted for the 3 different options.
This is the magic of computers just having copious amounts of processing power these days, where you can have horrible spaghetti code and it's like, whatever, I'll churn through it because I'm running at gigahertz as opposed to back in the day running at just super slow cycles and be like every single, code counts. But sloppy code is where it's at.
I didn't even put it into ChatGPT or anything. I literally just figured out what was going on and made the changes I needed to make. Because I don't know if you've used the Visual Studio Code. There's an add-in for Fusion Posts, dude. That makes it so easy because you generate the dummy code, click on it, and it just jumps you to where it's being generated. That's so easy.
I know. I also have purple theme on mine, so it's all like purple, and I have all the code. Nice. Yeah, I love Visual Code Studio. It's my favorite place to hang out for editing that kind of junk.
It's really, really good. It makes life super, super easy.
Yeah.
I'm actually waiting for a price. I spoke to the guys at WD Hearn about a 4th axis and then also a 5-axis trunnion for my machine.
Ooh, fancy pantsy.
There's a job that I can pick up that is 700 parts that require 5-axis. And there is more than enough money in those parts to justify a trunnion.
Sick. Okay, well, that'd be awesome.
So, we will see. I'm waiting for a price, and then I'm going to go cry in a corner because it's the price of the trunnion. Then it's the Siemens unlock codes to enable those axes, plus the installation of the drives, plus the installation of the updated PLC and all that crap that goes with it. So, we will see what they come back with. And
nice.
We'll go from there. But in the interim, I got a 4th axis.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Is this the one you're still cobbling?
The one that I got in. I literally spoke to Dylan on Thursday. They shipped it on Friday. It arrived today. I've already stripped it and had to. We'll get into the motor. Took it apart. I don't think it's run. I honestly do not think they've run production on this thing.
Really?
Like, I look at the worm and the worm wheel, and there is no discernible wear.
Oh, that's good. That's nice.
So, and looking at the wiring, I'm assuming something went wrong there, and this thing just sat on a machine.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
There's still oil in it. The oil's still clean. It's like, But some idiot took the servo off of it and put it back on with Loctite on the fucking shaft. So the shaft is permanently in the worm.
Oh.
As in, I cut the motor off of the gearbox today.
Okay.
Tried pressing
So
it out, eventually cut it off, and eventually I turned the what was remaining of the shaft down to 14 millimeters so I can put a coupling on it for my motor.
Okay, so it's in there well then. It's not going anywhere.
It's permanently in there. I put it in the lathe and turned it, and it didn't want to come out. So I turned it down to 14, ordered a coupling. Coupling arrives tomorrow. After we're done on the podcast, I've got to design a motor mount to mount one of my two motor options, either a 400 watt servo or a 4.5 Newton meter stepper. I haven't really decided yet.
Yeah, I guess.
It's not going to be part of the closed loop control system. So it's going to my own controller. So it kind of doesn't make a difference. I just don't know which way I want to go yet.
Does the drive itself have like a home signal?
No.
Okay.
Not that I can discern. I did try read the manual, but I didn't find anything about it because that was my thought as well. Home the thing with the servo drive. I'm going to home it with as part of the controller because there is a home signal on the fourth. So my thought was to wrap it home and then slowly seek it to try and get as accurate a position as possible. And then I can just always indicate a feature on the fixture and then set the 0 there. Because the controller is all incremental. So you basically put it into 0.1 degree jog until it's square. And then you set the increment to what you need for the job. And it'll then index 90. And that I'm going to tie into M68 on my machine, which is my chip conveyor on and off signal.
Okay. Well,
because it's there, may as well use it. So then I'll just say chip conveyor on, chip conveyor off, and it'll index.
Well, and even with the reduction you have, even if you just set it to 0 and you power it off and you power it back on, you probably only have to spend a minute or two sweeping it. It'd probably be pretty damn close.
It's got a brake on it that automatically.
Oh, perfect.
It's an air brake that if there's air, it's on, and I'm feeling like it shouldn't move. If the brake's disabled, it should be right there. So we'll see. It's going to go in the machine. Probably, I'm aiming for tomorrow to have it in the machine.
Cool.
Because I have a job that requires it, which also took me 2 hours to not finish programming yesterday. Because it's actually a 5-axis job, but I don't have a 5-axis.
Oh, okay. So you're going to just 4-axis then off it
I've
after?
got to naughty performance it.
Nice. Okay, cool. Nice.
4th axis at an angle.
Yeah.
It's like an 8.1 degree angle. Again, guy needs the samples, and then we can come with a more reasonable solution. So I asked for a price on a Medicenter and also on a Trunnion, but we'll see. Because he wants to get all this work from these guys. I'm not putting any money. Well, I've put money down already, but I'm not putting any more money down until I have an order in writing and all that crap, because I'm not going to risk my shit for that. But it would be nice to have a 5th axis because it also puts me into a very different league here.
I bet, I bet.
There's not that much of that going on, especially on the small parts. So we will see. We'll see what comes of it.
I think we all secretly are trying to find reasons to buy 5-axis machines.
Yes.
Even if you haven't. I don't have a single need for a 5-axis, and I'm still
Sure, you can figure a reason why you need it.
Oh, I could design a reason in a minute for needing a 5-axis, but yeah.
So that 4th axis I got in today, dude, that thing, it's been through the wars a little bit, but I need to finish cleaning it up tomorrow, dude. Seems fine. Brake works.
Yeah.
No discernible play in. I'm stoked. Looks like it's Japanese. There's no nameplate on it. There's nothing discernible on it. I took a picture and Google Lens translated the encoder, and it's not Chinese, it's Japanese writing, so that bodes well. And looking at the build quality, it looks pretty freaking sweet. I need to now figure out what the gear ratio is, because I have no clue at all. So it's going to be a bit of trial and error there, but I'm sure that shouldn't be too difficult. And then getting the inductive to work, the inductive sensor. It's a 2-wire inductive sensor, which is a little annoying. So you've got to have a resistive load on it to make it work.
Oh okay, yeah. I think.
And unfortunately, all of my 3-wire ones trigger when they go into the threaded hole. So I have to use their one if I want to get it running quickly. So I'm just going to be lazy and put a relay on it and let it just switch a relay that switches my signal. It'll be fine. It'll be accurate
fair
enough.
enough.
Like,
Yeah.
It'll be
Cool.
okay. And then it's interesting. There's pressure sensors and all sorts of shit for the brake. Looks like the brake unclamp sensor failed because it wasn't connected, but the other sensor's still working. The brake on sensor, and if the brake on sensor is not on, it means the brake is off, in theory. So we will see. This some interesting design choices on that whole unit. But we'll get it slapped back together tomorrow, and then in the machine and make it do the dance. And then I'm going to do a Pearson story to lift it off the table.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah, fucking like obviously. My machine doesn't have a lid, so I'm just going to put a bar across the top. I'll design up a bar, go to my mate, have him weld it, and then put a winch on the side of the machine. Then I can just winch it up, and then it's out of the way. It doesn't have to come out of the machine because it is a tad on the heavy side.
Yeah.
Getting it into the workshop today by myself was less than pleasant.
Well, at least you have a monster table. But did I hear right that you're going to put it on the left side of the table, like a proper lathe head?
Yes, like a weirdo. Because the other side's got all my other stuff on it, so it doesn't actually make a difference. So I'm going to put it on the left-hand side.
The internet disagrees with you. The amount of hate mail I got when people see my Curt with the fourth on the left side, they're like, you know, fourths don't go on the left side. I'm like, yeah, I know, but I think in lathe. Yeah, I think in lathe, so it goes on the left. I mean, the Sile one is on the right. It
literally makes no difference.
No, but the internet disagrees with you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Internet I can argue. If it goes on.
Engagement is engagement.
100%, dude.
Let the trolls come.
If I could put my Sile one on the left, I probably would, just for the comments alone. But it's built to go on the right. So
yeah, that's like Robert Cohen putting his chuck key in his chuck in the background of every video. It's the best. It's like just trolling people. It's freaking awesome. Yeah. Oh, speaking of the YouTube machinist guys, have you seen Toolroom Takeover?
No, I don't think so.
Ooh, it's a collaboration. You know the Maker Secret Santa?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that, but for machinists. It's Christmas in July, except August. Eric with a K, so engineer raised in Kingston. He put it all together. It's got Cloud42, Blondie Hacks, Alex Steele, a bunch of other people. Not an engineer did one. Yeah, no, really good. Also, Inheritance Machining.
I was going to say Inheritance Machine, because I just saw his puzzle cylinder.
So his puzzle went to not an engineer.
Cool. Okay.
Yeah, no, like really good. Like a good probably 4 hours worth of content.
Nice.
If you go around the whole circle. So we went around 95% of the circle. I skipped the second half of the Blondie Hacks video. I'm like, I've seen you make a pressure vessel before. It's fine. But yeah, really, really entertaining. And that dropped over the weekend,
I kind of got chimed for some of them. So yeah, I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's a good way to spread the, get you to follow new people, because these crossovers are really interesting. Also, not an engineer made a fourth axis.
Oh, yeah? Okay, well, I'll have to check all this out now.
There'll be a video coming on it in a little while.
Nice.
Yeah, it was pretty sweet. Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just got locked into... what is the guy that just left...
Linus Tech Tips.
No.
No, not him.
He just left... what do you don't call him? You don't call him Titan. What do you call? You keep calling him.
Clockwise. You got Donnie.
Donnie, yeah.
His
Swiss videos on like Instagram and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Fantastic. They're so good.
No, they are. They really are good. I'm thoroughly enjoying them. Been following him since he left.
Yeah, his content is just fantastic. I like it more than I did when he was with Clockwise. So.
Oh yeah. On Friday night during a hangout, I pointed out the video about. Okay, I'm just trying to think how. No, okay. We're going to keep this for the after show because I'm going to throw a bunch of people under the bus. Woohoo!
Ooh, yay!
Okay, hang on. Let me make a note here. I don't want to stir too much shit.
Okay, well, I'll keep it behind closed doors.
Yeah, no, that one will. If you want to see it, you can go get the after show, which you can find on our Patreon, the Lone Machinists. But yeah, we're going to keep that one a little bit off the main air. Yeah. let's change to our normal topic quickly of books.
Okay. Okay.
I finished Seven Eves. It should have been 2 or 3 books.
Yeah.
It really should have been 2 or 3 books.
Absolutely.
I did enjoy this time. I actually enjoyed the last third of the book. I think when I read it the first time, I didn't enjoy it that much, but it feels like it needed more when I got to the end of it.
It's hard. If I read it, like maybe this just speaks to my reading comprehension skills, but like if I listen to the last third of that book, it makes sense. But if I like read it, I just can't. It's like there's so much going on, and it's so weirdly written. It's nice to listen to, in my opinion.
That actually, no, you're right there, because I read it and I battled to comprehend what was going on. And when I listened to it now, I kind of knew where the story was going. But I feel like the way they ended it, it could have gone for another, like that could have been its own book. I don't know if there was a book planned to follow that up, because it would have been, it's been many years.
I have to listen to it again. I kind of forget
it's really
how it
long.
wrapped up. Yeah.
It's like freaking 34 hours long.
It's so good though.
And then I downloaded Artemis yesterday.
Yeah, I just finished that one.
Again. Oh, cool. Yeah, I've got an hour and a half left.
Oh, okay, cool. So
I didn't listen to any podcasts today. I listened to Artemis all day while doing what I was doing. But I ended up having to go to site today, and then to site again today to try and get the motor apart from my 4th axis. Put it in a 20-ton press. It didn't want to come apart because there was a retainer. But anyway, got it apart enough with a hacksaw and a hammer.
Nice.
Sick. Yeah, fun times. Also I got my new monitor set up. It's magic.
That's your nice big widescreen.
I think I mentioned I got one. I hadn't used it yet. I reconfigured my desk a bit so that I could actually use it. I'm now down to a single monitor in the workshop because it's big enough that I can just 2 windows and still use them. Also, my wife's going to make fun of me if she hears this. I'm a CAD god. I modeled a thing with a trackpad today.
Oh, what kind of trackpad? Just the little touch one?
The one on the laptop. I was at a customer and they were using their mouse, so I just literally modeled it with a trackpad on their second computer quickly because they're trying to figure out a projected geometry to wire cut.
Oh, you'll have to collect your badge.
Yeah, well, we know I'm good at CAD because of the IMTS CAD challenge.
I want to see someone do some CAD with those what are they called? Like those little like the little nipple mouse in the middle of the keyboard.
Oh, jeez.
Those little pips that you just like put your finger on and just do some CAD with that.
Yeah, that would be pretty impressive. Like that would be really, really impressive.
Actually, you know what? Honestly, I didn't mind those mice. I found those ones pretty decent.
They're not horrible. My old laptop had one. Did your shirts arrive?
I just checked the mail today. Nothing yet.
No, not yet. Okay. Speaking of shirts, I've been told to punt the shirts because end of the month they change again. So I think it's the end of the month. Yeah, anyway, go check out the shirts on the lonemachinists.com. There's a link through to the merch store, and there's a bunch of fancy shirts that Danica makes. There are a couple coming that are classy as hell. So yeah, these ones will go off the store, and the new ones will be coming in. Currently, there's the Face Mill shirt, there's the Chip Fans shirt, there's something else as well. But yeah, there's some really, really good ones coming down the pipeline. So keep an eye out for those. So what? Geez, okay. Your resin printing?
Yeah, that was those resin prints for those little mechanism parts. And I was, like I said, I built about 10 or so of them and assembled them, and they were just all over the show. Like I shouldn't say all over the show. It was like the tolerance I'm shooting for is like I'd like to hold about 1,000 because they're clamped together. So it's kind of like a weird bolt mechanism that clamps it together. So if they're out of spec, everything goes out of spec, and I have to like hand tune each one of them, and they were just a nightmare to put together. So what I did is I machined those soft jaws, and then I print them big on all the tolerances, like 10,000 on all the tolerances that are critical, and then I put them in the CNC and just machined all the like features that need to be dead on. And now they're coming off like within about 1,000 tolerance, which is perfect. So so I made a gang of them, and I'm going to assemble them. And someone's been hounding me to like every time I pick up that little mechanism, it clicks, it spins, like it slides. The one thing it doesn't do is it doesn't spin. Like it should spin.
Yeah, like a fidget spinner, yeah.
yeah, you're holding it and you're like, I want this to spin as well. Like it should spin. So I think I found a way to hide a couple bearings inside the central core, where I can make it spin as well. So it'll do everything. And then I will have feature creeped it to the point where I can't feature creep it anymore. So yeah, I think I'm going to toy with that sometime this week as well. And then I think once I get it spinning, then I can sell them.
Okay.
So just
nice.
just bleeding money on that little project, but that's okay.
Yeah. Just keep adding features to it.
Just keep at it. And yeah, it's problems. I have a few of them out in the wild. Just I gave them away, and like one was like a raffle or something. And so actually one gentleman has been giving me a lot of feedback, which is nice. He's been using the crap out of it, and every few days he has something to report back, which is lovely, and I appreciate it a ton. But he's like, yeah, this has to spin. I'm like, no, I agree with you. I agree. Yeah. It's a nightmare to make it do that, but I agree with you.
Yeah, no, I get that. I found I had the knife guy here today. He was still talking about making screws. So I need to get my hands on a rotary broach, but working on not being poor first. Then we'll deal with rotary broaches. I need to actually chase down customers this week.
For that stupid click mechanism I'm working on, I need a rotary broach as well. I think I can design it around. I think I can just machine an oval instead of a hex. But I was thinking about you and I was looking at that. I was like, oh, rotary broach. Stupid rotary broach. Yeah, come to the dark
side. They're cheap. They're like $100.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
And then the brooch is another like $50.
Yeah, they get,
It starts to add up very, very quickly. I'm like, I don't really want to do this on my own dime, so...
Yeah.
We're going to be getting a nice order from him in the next month or so for another 50 sets of file guards. So I'll just take some of that money and buy the stuff. He also wants me to make decorative anvils.
Oh, right. You were saying that little aluminum ones. Yeah.
So fourth axis.
Yeah, that'd be easy.
Yeah.
How you can want to
put them on the fourth. Yeah, going to be much, much easier to put them on the fourth. So the fourth is changing the way I think about most of the things I do now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Even just as an indexing unit, it's freaking great. So we'll see. We'll get that together tomorrow and have it start doing the fancy things. And then if I do get a 5-axis trunnion, I've got someone who'll buy this one off me.
Oh, nice. Okay, well that works out.
He wants a 4-axis indexer because then he doesn't have to send me a bunch of random shit. Because that's the problem is I get all this stupid work. Like, all the stupid work just gets sent to me, and it's a little annoying.
Oh, that's cool.
And then, looking through the... Ooh, yes. I got pricing on the Tribos extensions.
Yes. What did that come at?
$1,200 for 5 extensions.
Ooh, that's up there. That's with up there.
That's with the clampymatron to squish them with their little units. So it's the option I was looking at was 1, 6, 1, 3, and 4 4mm extensions. And that would basically cover my full gambit. So I'm gonna beat doors down tomorrow for money so that I can afford to order that.
Okay, yeah, well that's
I have to order it by I think tomorrow. So when the deal ends on that kit. And it's like, it's a lot of money to spend on a thing I don't really freaking need, but it's so cool. So I'll see. I might just be an irresponsible adult and buy one. Because then I can throw that into my hydraulic and touch it off, and I know I'm good to go. The run out will literally be like 3 microns, if that.
That's sick. Yeah, that's nice.
It's kind of cool looking. But anyway, got pricing on that because I know we were discussing that.
Yeah.
And then, there is a deal on the remaining batch 1 anchor points.
Ooh, the sparkly purple?
The old purple. From batch 1. There's 4 units left, and they have a special price. If you go to the website, you can find out about that. And if lots of people buy them, someone's getting a not batch 1 because there's only 4 of them available, and there's no way to limit that. So, if I wake up in the morning with 8 orders, it's going to be a bit of a problem. But we'll deal with that in the morning.
Yeah, so, exactly. That's future Jamie's problem.
Future Jamie's problem, and the chances now to pick up Anchor Point Batch 1 with a bit of a discount. Quite a bit of a discount, actually. But I want to get them off my shelf. Also, tariffs are in effect as of tomorrow.
Oh, really?
From us, yeah. The Minimus disappears as of tomorrow for shipping out of South Africa. Has to be in the warehouse by the 19th, and that is tomorrow. So, sorry guys, you now get to pay 30% extra for everything because that's how it works. Curt said it correctly. That's how the world works. Like,
whatever, it is what it is.
Yeah. I was thinking of adding a shipping option that will pay your thing, but your shipping goes from $70 to like $700.
Yeah, it's a tough pill to swallow.
I can get a calculation out of my shipping agent on exactly what the tariffs I can pay them on this side, and it's not insignificant. So I might just look at that and say, we'll pay the tariffs. This is the shipping price. Otherwise, not my problem. Just to make it a bit easier and a bit more straightforward. But I'll chat to Danica about that tomorrow, and I think maybe we implement that, and just it is what it is.
Yeah.
Oh, so on the fourth axis topic, because that's apparently all I can talk about these days, I was looking for a fourth axis controller, like from China, just like an industrial thing, single axis controller.
Oh,
they exist. Yeah. There are lots of them. Getting one here in the time frame I needed, not really an option. Came across electronic lead screws.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, direct knockoff of Cloud 42's thing.
Sure.
Like exact.
Yeah.
Oh, not exact, but
really?
Super similar, same number of buttons, obviously a different enclosure. But yeah, like direct knockoff. I was like, oh, interesting. Because when you go looking for these weird things, you find them.
Yeah.
And if it's a good idea, China's copying it.
Yeah, no.
I mean, you did an electronic lead screw as well. Back in the day. They're not
hard. Like encoder,
no, it's really not.
Stepper, done. Like a little bit of math. It's not difficult.
Yeah, it's not hard, but to do it for yourself is easy. To do it as a product is not.
No doubt. Yeah,
because products go to stupid people. So he did a banger job on that.
He did, yeah, and it's like I said, the user interface is good, and like he made it so that you can, it was built smartly. So if it would have existed when I wanted to build mine, I would have just bought his because I was like, I probably spent much more than he would have cost to just sell me something that worked. So
no, I remember didn't you go full CNC on that little machine?
You did. I had CNC on. Yeah, it was
on both axes.
It worked.
Yeah, you had your motor on the back of your cross slide.
Yeah, it had like 8 thou of lash or something, so I would just always come back and then approach from the same angle. But it made, I don't know how many pens I made on it, a lot, so it worked.
No, it worked.
Exactly. I kind of want to, I kind of want to put a digital lead screw on my big manual lathe, just because like you get so much more. Like there's so many times
options,
where I'm like, like I want to it doesn't feed slow enough. Like I want to feed crazy slow for certain things, and it just I can't go below a certain chip load, which makes sense. Like your insert isn't going to handle it. But sometimes I want to just go slower than it, or like there's enough dials and like it's got a full gearbox. I deliberately bought one with a gearbox, so I didn't have to change gears all the time, and it's still like, it's annoying. I'd like rather just have to
little more slow.
Boop. Yeah. For speed.
I don't know if he still sells them.
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot. I'd have to like crack open the back and then put a big servo on the lead screw. And it's like, sometimes I do like just having the manual aspect of like, I get on this machine and it's just like, it's manual.
It just works.
Yeah, it's kind of nice for that too. So I'm like, we'll see.
I'm very curious. I just went to the Cloud 42 website, and there's a dual extruder that I've never seen before on here. Very interesting. Not what I'm here to look for, but very interesting shop. That's what I'm looking for. It looks like he sells the PCB for the he's out of stock. The electronic lead screw interface PCB. I think he might have stopped doing them.
Yeah, well, that makes sense.
He sells hobbed bolts. Or he sold hobbed bolts. Anyway, let's stop interneting and get back
Googling
to the podcast.
On a podcast.
Yeah, it's always the best. Come on. It's always as good as singing on a podcast.
So how did you chop 70 seconds off of a 120-second cycle?
With a very, very custom boring bar and an appropriately sized drill bit. So I was boring these things that didn't need to be bored. I was just trying to hold a decent tolerance, and I was drilling oversize. So, I'm drilling oversize, just buy a smaller drill. So I bought a smaller drill, bought a brand new reducer bush for the lathe, drilled it bigger to fit the drill. So I bought an 8, put a 8.4, put it in the lathe chuck, drilled it open. And then I bought a 12 millimeter single flute RMMT8 insert, or button insert. Face, mill, index mill, and then clocked it, milled it flat, and made it into a boring bar. So now I drill the hole, and I just come in and just feed in and go sideways, and that's it. Profile done. It's an it's a 4 radius that I need anyway. So, and then I need to order another one of those because we had a minor issue, and I'm going to order a 20 millimeter left hand grooving tool that I can keep the entire thing within like 120 mils of travel of the machine instead of 300 mils of travel. So I can cut a whole lot of some more cycle time off of the cycle and try get it down to like 40 seconds per part, including feeding. Like, pushed our throughput right through the roof because we've got another 1,000 torque splits. We got the order today for another 1,000 torque splits. So
those are monster time differences then.
Yeah, like it's huge. Yeah. No, like we've literally shaved a minute per part already. And then I'm making new fixtures that'll go onto anchor points. So I got 8 pieces of material in today so that I can run 2 sets of fixtures across 4 anchor points in my machine.
Sick.
Because that is now happening. Like the issue with the 4th axis is I need to be able to use the whole span of my machine for the tough null job. So I've got to put the little crane doodad so that I can get it out of the way easily enough. And then I might just wrap it in a freaking plastic bag so it doesn't get dirty. Because tough null is horrible stuff. So I'm putting in another 2 anchor points. I've got the material for another mooring point. I need to make that. And then I will machine them coplanar, put 4 anchor points, make a pallet for my vases, and then I can basically hot swap 400 millimeters of my table, have my 4th axis, and then take that off, drop on the fixture for the vacuum chuck, and just have a steady that bolts in. I also don't know if you saw the job I did over the weekend. I'm sure I posted about it. Anyway, I put in basically blank. It's a 4.25 inch blank pallet that's 50 millimeters thick. So I put 2 of those blank pallets in, probed the top of my vase, and then machined off the top of the pallet so they're coplanar, so that I could put the big thing in and it's coplanar, and then clamps with the vases. And this weekend that machine cranked. I beat 98% spindle uptime on Sunday.
Wow.
Yeah, you can't get better than that because the machine takes a few minutes to turn on. And it's counting that as not running time. It's really frustrating. I woke up, turned the machine on, did a warm-up cycle, bolted the fixture together, slapped it in, probed it, started the roughing. That took 2 hours to rough, and oh my word, it was loud because it's a 2-flute 18 millimeter insert mill. So that thing freaking sings, sticking out 100 mils. It sings. Yeah. Got the roughing done, and then we put it on to do the finishing and took the dogs for a walk. Came back 6 hours later when it was done.
Cool.
Machine had crazy uptime, which was great. I got to go spend time with my doggos and go have lunch with some friends, and then came back. Machine was still running for like another 2 hours. But both Saturday and Sunday had long, really good 97% spindle uptimes.
That's awesome. Actually,
but now, unfortunately, I have to sand the mold now.
Oh, well.
Yeah. Because I had to so I bought an extension. I wanted a C10, so 10 millimeter OD for a 3 millimeter end mill, but the end mills I bought had a 4 mil shank. So the guy was like, hey, hang on. This is a 4 mil shank. You're buying a 3 mil extension. Do you want me to change it for the 4 mil? And we got change it for the 4 mil, but it's a C16. It's a 16 OD. So I spent Friday night simulating again and again, adjusting tool stick out, tip width, all that stuff till it would clear. Cut the bar a bit shorter, put it in the MCO, and then turned a taper onto the front of it so that it would clear the job. by like half a millimeter.
Okay.
So yeah, but unfortunately it's sticking out 100 millimeters. So not the greatest surface finish ever on a 4mm end mill at 100 mils extension.
Yeah, it's up there. Yeah.
Like it was sticking out of the holder by like 40 millimeters on a 50mm tool.
Oof,
So yeah, it was running pretty true, but yeah, it finished the job. Let's put it that way. The job is done. Now I get to sand it. And yeah, some of the features on this thing, god awful. But anyway, it's now done, and then the next tough null parts are coming in, so I get to make my machine messy again. Although this time I'm going to cut cycle time like it's going out of fashion. I spoke to them about surface finishes, and they're like, "Nope, don't care." I'm like, "Sweet, that's what I want to hear."
Right. So, you say you were going to just like plunge mill a bunch of stuff. Yeah.
Parallel finish everything. Like take 2 mils and just like ram it off of the part. So that should be lots of fun. Before we get too carried away, we need to thank our Patreons. The Patreons on the podcast make the wheels of the podcast go round and round. Thank you to all of our Patreons who support us over there. There are multiple tiers, and the ones who are getting a shout out today because they're in the top tier is Jade from Benchmark 20, Luke from Fabtastic, Subtract Manufacturing, and EJ from Nocturnal Welding. Thank you to them and all the other guys who support us over there and make the wheels on the podcast go round and round. You can check it out. The after show in which certain members of the machining community are going to get bad-mouthed is available on Patreon. It is also available as a one-time purchase. If you really want to see what we get up to, I was told to keep my shenanigans to after the first 30 seconds because the first 30 seconds are free over there. So,
okay, good to know.
So I need to watch what I say in the first 30 seconds of these after shows. But yeah, you can check us out there. And can also, if there's any funny words I use, you can check those out on the lonemachinist.com. There is a companion guide, which we realized is missing a word today. It's an Afrikaans word that I misuse, deksel, which is Afrikaans for lid, except I use it to describe a hat or a helmet or basically anything on my head is a deksel.
So you guys have a totally different language. Yeah.
I know it's a totally different language. Like people speaking Afrikaans, like I get the deksel, and they look at me like, "What are you on about?" I'm like, I get the deksel. It's like my name is JF. Same kind of story. But yeah, no, we have lots of fun. Yeah, like languages are great fun. We went and watched. Saturday night. So LK was running, and then we went to watch the rugby where, like a cocky dickhead, we were doing really well 15 minutes. I'm like, can you imagine watching it if our team sucked? And then our team proceeded to suck for the rest of the fucking match.
Nice.
Like, they were like, look, here's the try line. Come put the ball here, friends. Like, it was infuriating to watch. But anyway, it was fun. We went up to the very far away pizza place. Mostly because the dude there phoned me. He's like, hey, can you help me set up my Wi-Fi extender? So I went up there. I'm pretty sure he bought a power supply with a green light. I'm fairly certain there is nothing in that Wi-Fi extender. I plugged it in, couldn't get it to connect to the laptop, couldn't get it, wouldn't show up as a network. So I came back here, grabbed my old one, went there, configured it, sorted out. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he just bought a power supply with an LED, like a little housing with a power supply and an LED.
Nice.
Because he bought it from the China shop. So pretty sure he got ripped off.
It's like all those people back in the day would buy not back in the day, they probably still exist, buying like 5G protection devices or whatever, and it's just like plug it into the wall.
Hippie crap, yes.
5-volt supply and an LED and maybe a fan to make some weird noises. It's like, I should have got on that gravy train.
Dude, taking advantage of stupid people is fun.
Yeah, hey, Darwin, right? Like, dude, I'm sorry, 100%. This is just how the world works.
100%. I don't know if you saw, where did I post those? I posted somewhere that I designed new pallets.
Is it the round ones?
I think we might have mentioned the super glue pallets.
Yeah, you mentioned it. Yeah.
Okay, I know that was last week then. Okay, I can't remember. All the weeks blend together.
I know. Weeks don't even last long. Like it seems like I'm talking to you all the time, and it's like, well, it's every week, and it's a nice reminder to be like, time is progressing. You are getting closer to the day you die. Like,
you're getting closer to the hole in the ground.
Exactly. Yeah.
Dude, I saw a thing today. What was it? It was something to the effect of what to do with me when I die. Scatter me along my favorite trail. Number 1. Number 2, don't cremate me. As in throw body parts on the trail. I'm like, that's brilliant. That's
Nice.
freaking properly funny. But yeah, my Instagram's been full of interesting things. I've been sending you the medieval shirts.
I like those. Some of them, yeah, they're pretty
Sriracha.
good. They're so like they're so tame, but they're so awesome. Yeah.
So, yeah. Danica's got. We've got a DFM shirt coming.
Okay.
DFM, which I assume you know what that means.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I think anybody in this field does.
Manufacturing.
Yeah. Of course.
No, not my shirt. My shirt is going to be DFM, like down the side, and then next to it with what the letters stand for. Don't fucking make it impossible. Got that from the not an engineer from his video, because he was talking about designing things. He was like, don't make it fucking impossible. And I'm like, yes, I need that shirt in my life. So that's one of the ones that Danica's busy cooking up. And there's a couple other ones that we'll be putting out. Should be quite fun.
Cool.
But yeah. So what did you super cook on your purple anodizing? Oh, showing off your anodizing today, by the way.
Thank you.
I was like, no, Anthropic titanium. He's like, ooh, because he wants to make titanium screws so the guys can polish them and anodize them, because there's not many guys doing titanium screws locally. So he wants to get on that. And I was like, check this shit out. Yeah.
It is pretty. It is eye-catching for sure.
Yeah. And you seem to have it pretty dialed at this point.
Yeah, well, I've cried a lot. Like I've spent hundreds and hundreds of hours fucking with it. So you just naturally get better at something, just pissing around with it. I'm still not very I still have failures every single time I do.
It is a bit of a interesting process.
It's so tedious. Like there's so many little things that can go awry. But no, the purple I did, that was a fun one. So that was actually the pen. It was a blem, and I polished it to make it like all silver surfer looking.
Dude.
And it was so pretty. And then I was like, okay, the high polished purple, I'm going to anodize it, or high polish, I'm going to anodize it purple, and I'm going to give it to my sister. That was the plan, because it's a blem, and I just give blems away because I don't want them to go into the wild and then get resold, and someone complains. And so, anyways, I give them away. The purple turned out heinous. I think that the polishing got deep into the titanium, and I just couldn't clean it well enough to ever get an anodize on it.
Okay.
I cleaned it like 7 ways to Sunday. I mean, ultrasonic,
that's your
high
literal
temperatures.
Polishing compound.
The literal polishing compound. Yeah. That's the only thing I can think of. It's the only thing I can think of. And then once I anodized it once, and you kind of get splotches on it, it seems like that gets deep into the surface. And even I took it out, I was like, hey, F this. What I'll do is I'll blast it, and then I'll anodize it purple. So I blasted it all. First I repolished it, then I blasted it, and then re-anodized it, and the exact same spots came to the exact same places. So I'm like, something is in the titanium and it's pissing it off, and I don't know what formulations of chemicals I need to get it back out. So I rinsed and repeated this a few times, and then I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to etch the living piss out of it. Because I'm like, I know this will work. So I etched it a whole bunch, which ends up building almost like a matte kind of finish on it. And then when you anodize it, it's been etched so long that the material is just ready to pick up, new oxide layer. And you get just a stupid vibrant. So I did it in purple, and the purple is crazy. I don't know if I'd actually ever do this for somebody else, because, you put it in your pocket and drop a penny in beside it, and it's going to scratch. It's just, such a matte finish, just like a matte anything. It's going to show wear crazy fast, but man, is it vibrant. Yeah, it looks pretty.
No, it looked freaking beautiful.
Yeah, thanks, man. Thank you. Yeah, it looks like paint. It's the closest you can get to paint.
It looked really, really good.
I got a lot of comments on that, so I'm glad people like it. I'll do some, but it just has to come with the caveat of this is going to scratch. You're going to get little snail lines all over it. Yeah. You're better off to anodize it like that, and then throw it in the tumbler for a minute just to pre-scratch it, and then you're like Grimsmo. All of Grimsmo's knives, all his stuff he does, he anodizes it and then he tumbles it a little bit. I totally get why. It doesn't make it as vibrant, but it also makes it pocketable.
It doesn't instantly pick up a scratch, because
totally.
The tumbled finish is great. I love it. I love tumbling everything.
It is good. It is nice.
I've got ISO board to enclose my tumbler, and I just haven't got around to it. I bought a knife so I can actually cut it, because I needed one of those long Stanley blades. So I bought one of those box cutters so that I can cut the stuff without using a saw, that I can enclose my tumbler and see if I can maybe quiet it down just a little bit. because it's just a little bit loud, just like slightly.
It looks like it's loud.
It's fucking loud. But yeah, this week I made samples finally for the diesel sensors. So I'm waiting for them to finish testing. I had the diesel sensor guys here today. They are talking about a 6,000 vehicle order that they're trying to get shit dialed in before they deploy. And yeah, that'll be fun. Also, I'm trying to figure out how we can rework 1,200 tubes that they have that they've discovered they have a defect.
Ooh.
Not from me, from their design. Their design
right. I think you
defective.
touched.
Yeah. I touched on this. So I had them here today, and we extended the bullet connector's depth by 2 millimeters. Still not enough. So I'm like, listen, we can go another 6 millimeters, and it's not going to be an issue. It means all your tubes you have are going to have to be brought back to me for rework, and we're going to have to pop them out and press a new insert, and I'm charging you for a new fucking insert and the pressing. So it's either that or buy new tubes from me. Don't really care.
Right, yeah.
So yeah, we've got a workaround now. So tomorrow morning, I've got to quickly spin up some prototypes for them, and then they will fetch them, test them, and then hopefully they can start ordering stuff, and I can be a bit less poor because that's effectively free money at this point.
Right,
their production is so dialed. So I was chatting to a guy, the knife guy today. I'm like, if they need 12,000 diesel tubes, that's 120 days of Danica standing at Bertha all day, because we can do 100 parts a day. We can do 150 if we really push, but yeah, it's a lot of time there.
Yeah,
it's also a lot of money, so it's fine.
Yeah, no, it balances out. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, it balances out. Like, we make decent money on all those components. So, and with us having improved the processes, like now I'm going to put the price up on the bullet connector, even though it takes me less time to machine because the material's longer, and they don't need to know it takes me less time. The PTFE price goes up because material is now longer as well, because everything is just grown by 6 freaking millimeters.
Yeah,
and when your part's only 20 mils long, that's a significant increase.
Well, that's fine. Like, you making efficiencies to gain better, profit. That's I don't see
that's business.
Yeah, that's you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
that's
exactly.
Me.
Like, I've made significant increases in pen production, and I don't typically drop the price. I just hold the price, and I don't.
Well, that's the mag bases.
It works for everybody.
The mag bases that I make, I mentioned the guy, no, I got a new machine, a bit easier to make them. He's like, oh, does that mean better price? I'm like, nope. Be happy I haven't put the price up. Like, you haven't had a price increase in 3 years or 4 years. Like, be happy. It went from taking me 15 minutes each to taking me like 4 minutes each, but that's my gain. That's my $40,000 gain that I have to pay for every month. Like, shit doesn't happen for free. Like, even the case gauges I make, like those things, I was basically hemorrhaging money on them. It was good money, but I was running at a much lower rate because they were taking me 3 hours each. They're now taking me like 40 minutes.
Right, yeah.
And the small ones take me 6 minutes each. It's hilarious. But I also have a $40,000 machine that makes that happen instead of the $2,500 machine that I had.
And like anything I buy, like if I buy something, whatever I buy it, and someone is like, you know what, we've made increasements in our facility and we can now produce it at a higher quality for you, and we'll keep the price the same. I'd be like, sick. It would not I'm like, I don't want the same quality I don't want you to degrade the quality and give me a better price. Like, just that's fine. That works for me. Like, I don't.
Well, these guys, they called me in like a year ago to discuss pricing on the diesel sensors. And I sat down, I'm like, cool. You want to discuss how the price is going up? You haven't had a price increase in like a year and a half because I've made efficiencies that have managed to keep the price the same. And you're showing me my competitors' prices, which are now outdated. You don't own the drawings either, but they don't need to know that. It's a give and a take, and their benefits is that I'm close by, so they're not dealing with a 6-week delay on samples. They were here today. I'm like, phone me at lunchtime tomorrow, and I'll let you know if the samples are done. I'm going to try to get them done in the morning. Like, literally out of that. There's huge, an enormous value in that. And once we get this process dialed again, back to how it was, then it's money printing, which is great.
Yeah.
Like, I need to actually buy a hydraulic power pack for swaging the stuff, because the pneumatic hydraulic foot pedal I have as I run, when I assemble like 25 in a row, the compressor's air pressure drops a bit, and then they don't crimp as well. So I want to get a little hydraulic power pack, like a little 750 watt hydraulic pack, that it's always the same, that there's less inconsistency.
Fair enough. Yeah.
But yeah, that's process improvements. Like, take some of the profits and pump it into making the process more reliable.
Yeah. Or take all your profits, in my case.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
Forever be shoveling it into the fire.
Dude, that's literally what I did last year. The entire year, every spare cent went to equipment.
Yeah.
And that was not the most advisable idea I've ever had.
Yeah, my first year of operation, I think at the end, the amount of money I made was like $17.50 because like every single dime just went right back into making things better, and it's just like, it's how it works. But
no, that is how it works. But at a certain point, you need to also be a somewhat responsible adult and squirrel some money away so that when customers don't place orders, like that is my goal. Now is to get, I'm funneling my mic during the podcast is to get like a good amount of money in the bank account, because we were going into the end of last year, we were pretty well off, and then the orders stopped rolling in from the biggest customer, and then we were set up for that for like 2 or 3 months. It would have been fine. It is now month 9 since the last good order. It's a bit of a problem. Luckily, other areas have picked up, so it's not the end of days. And that tends to be the case. Like now the talks bit has picked up a hell of a lot. I think they did maybe 1,000 in the last year, and they've done 2,000 in the last 2 months, 2,500 in the last 3 months. And next month's awesome. On track for another 1,000.
Nice.
So yeah, it's looking good at least. We also might start parkerizing the talk splits.
Ooh.
Yes, because my knife supply guy has parkerizing juice.
Okay. I was wondering how you're going to do that. Okay.
Yeah, he sells the parkerizing juice. So I might just buy parkerizing juice and parkerize them. Because then it'll stop rusting as well.
Right, yeah.
But I don't really want more chemicals, so that. Like, as it is. I need to, actually this week, I've got to put my resin printers up here, which means drilling a hole through my wall to pipe the fumes out from up here, because I don't want the place to stink like resin. So I'm going to build a fume hood among all the other dumb shit that I have planned for this week.
Yeah, right on. Good. Do it in your spare time. Yeah.
Exactly. Who needs sleep? I can sleep when I'm dead. Like, I'm busy trying to get a 4th axis together so that I can do a job by Thursday, because lots of spare time. Like, I was just checking now. 3D printing store have not shipped my freaking coupling. Placed the order a little bit late today for the coupling that I needed. So hopefully they'll ship it first thing in the morning, and it'll be by lunchtime.
Nice.
Otherwise, Danica's going on an adventure. Make her drive to Boxburg for me. Anyway, what have you been Googling?
The Google Box.
The Google Box. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, whatever, man. Sure. Rip.
I've got lots of things in my Google Box. Mostly 64 on Wordle. Yeah. And then looking up ACDC Germiston, which is an electrical supply place, because I had to go buy electrical cabinets on Saturday morning. Yes. Spunborn 25 gram per square meter is the filter material that I'm using the 50 gram per square meter is what I'm using currently. I'm trying to get the 25, which is a little bit thinner and will let more coolant pass through it. Was looking up how to integrate a hydraulic turret to Bertha, because also got a potential deal on a turret to add to my lathe. And like literally $200 for a turret. Looking up chamfer tools, looking up cycle 832, and how it is described on the Siemens website is not how my machine wants it, which is very annoying. I was looking at my phase converter because I was chatting to a guy in the UK who had a rotary phase converter, bought a digital one, sold the rotary, and then got a shock from his machine because the neutral isn't properly neutral on the digital one.
So, I might be talking to the same guy. I think I'm talking to the same guy as you are.
Yes, I think so, because he did mention the podcast. What the? I was looking up if you can use a bullnose end mill on the Fusion pencil toolpath, because you can't use a bullnose on a geodesic. I tried. Cool. I've still got the manual open for the servo drive that I have. I was reading the manual on my phone like a numpty, looking as
Ooh.
whether I can do internal homing was what I was looking for. I wanted to use Z index or index pulse homing. So wait for the proxy to trigger, and then the next revolution after that at the index point, that is your 0. Because it's super accurate, really good. And then 3D printing store, checking the status of my order that didn't ship.
Sick.
Yeah, fancy stuff.
Sounds like a good selection.
Yeah, very wide selection. I don't think I cleared my browser from last week.
Yeah, I try to clear mine like when we do the show, and then I just let it fill up again. Unless it's boring stuff, then I just click it out because no one wants to hear about boring stuff. And let's lead into it. All the boring stuff here. So
go for it.
Same thing. Tracking. Looking at my little Retroid 5 coming in. So it's landed. It's landed in Canada now. So I'm excited.
I'm excited.
Looking up the difference on SD cards, A1 versus A2, because they now make SD cards. They used to make them just for like speed. And now they also make them for frequency of write because so many people are using them in like small, like single board computers.
Yeah.
So there's some that are built to be like, we can read write to this a bajillion times. And some that are like, no, this is for like cameras where it just, like you're writing to it and then that's it. Not just like read, write. Because that kind of cooks them too. Win later for Android because it's kind of cool. You can run or Windows apps on your Android devices. Some GitHub related crap, which is a little less interesting. And Ryan Retro, it's a cool channel. Once again, this is all related to this stupid pocket Retroid thing because I've been wanting to play with it. And giving dog like subcutaneous injections because my one girl, she's getting a little older, so she has some arthritis medication and we have to take her to the vet and it's just an under skin shot. And I was like, you know what? I can do this. So anyways, I just ended up doing that this weekend and it's super, super trivial. And then I don't have to take her anywhere. I can just get the medicine and give it to her and no one stresses out. It's nice and easy. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's been my world.
Yeah. Fun.
Yeah.
Fun. Injecting dogs.
Fun.
Yeah. We took the dipshits for a walk. Kana doesn't do water until she's in the water. There's an aquifer at the place we go. It's just wide enough for the dog to run in. And she won't get into this thing. So you pick her up by a harness, 40 kgs of Rottweiler fighting you, put her in there, and then she's happy as a clam. Runs up and down, back and forth. Happy doggo. Bad job. Try get her in there's another story. And then I take a handful of pebbles, and as we're walking, I throw pebbles into the bush. And then you watch these dogs turn and pounce into the bush. It's like, rip Danica off her feet, 40 kgs of Rottweiler tuning. Ha-ha! Off to the side.
Yeah.
We don't normally go there on the weekend because there's a lot of dipshits, whereas in the week it's empty. So like in the week we will go walk in the afternoon and then we'll leave the dogs off lead and let them run because they're both well behaved, well adjusted. It's not our dogs that are generally the problem. It's the people with their stupid dogs that think, it's a small dog, it's fine. No, your dog's a dickhead. Can you imagine if my little Rottweiler was barking like that in a restaurant? Everyone would shit themselves. So
absolutely.
We went to a restaurant. Drax sat under the table by Danica and my feet. Kana sat behind us, laying on the floor, just chilling. But that's also Danica's rotty mom voice and the training she does with them helps.
Well, I'm with you. I've never had problems with big dogs. Like I have dogs. She's a big girl and 70, 80 pounds. And like, same thing. We only have issues with small dogs because they have
little
complexes.
Dogs are dickheads. Yeah.
Big dogs are like, hey, you're a big dog. I'm a big dog. Let's just play. Let's just hang out. We're cool.
Drax thinks he's a small dog.
Oh, yeah, rough.
Yeah, there was at the restaurant, there's like a picnic table that we sat at. He literally went over the chair under the table. He's like, no, I'm a small doggo. He's a fucking potato. Like we had a thunderstorm and he was a bit scared. He's been scared ever since the house next door got hit by lightning. So one night it started raining. I got up to close our sliding door. And the lightning hit the neighbor's house as I was doing that. And I cucked myself. Danica cucked herself. The dogs cucked themselves. So since then, he's been a little bit touched by loud noises.
I don't blame him. That'd be scary.
Yeah, neither do I. Fucking hell. No, it was terrifying. Like literally right next to us.
Someone mentioned to me, they're like, can you imagine if if thunderstorms existed in the opposite? So, thunderstorm is like, it's dark, and then you get a big flash of light, and then a rolling thunder. They're like, can you imagine just during the day, if you were just walking the day, and then it just went completely black, and then just followed, be like, it'd be like a high-pitched sound. It'd be terrifying. So I always think about that now when I'm outside or a thunderstorm. I'm like, this in reverse would also be terrifying.
Yeah, it'd be truly terrifying. Bloody hell. Yeah, no, we're in our windy season. We've had like literally our house is whistling from the wind at night. Because it's blowing through the it is our windy season now. It hasn't been that windy. Normally July, August, the worst fucking wind every day, like gale force every day. And the last 2 days have been the first time it's been like that this year.
Well,
that it's been really like I have to keep the doors closed in the workshop, like the back door. Otherwise, it just blows everything out the front doors. Because it comes like between all the houses, up through the garden and straight through the workshop.
Right.
For the back door. So yeah, it's been windy as hell here. But yeah, it's getting warm again. I'm in a freaking t-shirt.
I noticed that. Yeah, I noticed that. So.
Like it's not cold. Also, I'm a machinist. This was on the website for anyone who missed out. Yeah, it's one of my favorite ones. It's one of my IMTS shirts because I tried it at home. And I can put on all my sleeves. I tried it at home if I could do it on fire running, and then Jay spent another sleeve.
Slick.
She's meant to be making me shirts. She's been meant to be making me shirts for like a year. But anyway, so yeah, what are you up to today?
Today, I think I'm gonna throw a podcast on and polish a million pen tubes. That's kind of what I was either gonna do a bunch of CAD. I might do that, but I think I'm just gonna sit and do some polishing for a while because that seems like what I'm mentally prepared to do right now.
Yeah, the brain
let the machine work, make some pocket clips, finish the second op on those, and just do some brain dead work. That kind of feels like a nice start to the week. So
yeah,
and then finish that and CAD and whatever, move next production through and doing a bunch of Canada pens and a bunch of black pens. So that'll be nice. But, yeah. How about you? What are you up
to? I've got to design a motor adapter when we're done, and a circuit board, and order some screws online. And then I'm going to go snooze. And then tomorrow morning, I think I'm going to arrange my chat with John to be an Instagram call so that I can polish a mold while I chat to him. And get that knocked out first thing in the morning while I wait for that coupling. And then, I don't think I have any of those couplings laying around. I might take one off Bertha. Like I want that fourth axis running now. So I might build out the electronics tomorrow morning. I still don't know which I'm going to go for, the 400 watt servo or the 4.5 Newton meter stepper. Like both fit.
I said probably both will work just the same.
Yeah, it's basically whatever's going to fit in the electrical enclosure. Because I can always just install the drives in the main machine's electrical enclosure. Like nothing's stopping me from doing that. But I have got a standalone enclosure that I can use as well. I bought an enclosure over the weekend. But the servo drive doesn't stand up in it. It's got to go sideways.
I say if you're going to do a lot of simultaneous, I'd probably run the servo. But if you're just doing position,
it's not connected to my controller, so it's not going to be simultaneous. I have to buy a Siemens drive and a Siemens motor if I want to go simultaneous. Which I'm not opposed to doing. Like I'll chat to the guys and find out what the install fee would be on getting that working. And like, here you go, everything is wired in. You just need to do the software shit. And put it in that way might be a valid option. But for now, just indexing is going to be what it is, which I think is going to change a lot of the way I do a lot of things.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, probably.
Because
all four sides.
I did also think of making a fourth axis anchor point.
Okay, yeah. That'd be cute.
With 50% more clamping power.
How?
Make the piston bigger for unclamping and add extra springs.
Okay. Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Yeah, so if I go from 75 to 95, I get just over 50% more force, which means I can add another 3 springs in and get extra gripping force. So we will see. Yeah, the issue is this fourth axis, the faceplate's really weird. So I might just make a custom interface plate for that or something. I'll have another look at it tomorrow. It's got a big through bore, like 30-something millimeter through bore.
Oh,
but it's
that's nice.
Like that diameter, the face of it, the actual face of the fourth, and then it had a weird plate. So I don't know. I'll see what I'm going to do there. I might just have someone cylindrically grind bigger faceplate for me. Like have it turned up and then have them grind it properly for me and put that on there. But I don't know. We'll see. Doesn't really need it. So because the other option I've got also with the fourth axis, because it's Jamie specialed, I can home it and then say once homed goes so many degrees and set 0. So I could always have it with something that is then clocked like a feature. Like it doesn't actually matter where the home position is on the machine, on the trunnion. On the
totally.
It's going to get a trunnion on it. Let's face it. I'm going to put multiple vices on it. Like it's happening. I may as well not fight it.
Nice.
I like doing dumb shit. It's great.
Yeah. That's good.
But yeah, cool beans. Cool. Where can people find your stuff, Curt? Is there any way to sign up for lotteries? What happened with your lottery? Nothing. Okay. Cool.
Closed right now until I bring the numbers down a little bit. I've been tossing around the idea of a pre-sale. Some people on Discord kind of mentioned it to me, and I've been thinking about it for a long time. But we'll see. I have some other things in the works right now. I'd kind of like to get that click mechanism released before I sign up for a pre-sale, because I think it's just lots of balls in the air. But I would like to make it easy for people to purchase my stuff, but there's also people waiting, so it's a balancing act. So, anyways, confoundedmachine.com, where you can find none of my information except a bunch of pictures. You can sign up on the contact page for notifications. I will do first come first serve sales. And that's probably the people's best bet if you're not in the lottery already. But a ton of people, pretty much anybody that listens to this, is probably already in the lottery if they're into that kind of stuff, because it's been open for months and months and months and months and months. So yeah. Anyway, how about you? How can people find your wares?
You can find our website, jspeceng.com. You can find the anchor point there. There's a bit of a deal going on for the batch 1 anchor points, and if those all sold out, there's still a deal going on for the not batch 1 anchor points if we run out of batch 1s. We also have some new palette designs that I'm working on, and you can find us on Instagram at jspec_engineering, where you can see the day-to-day shenanigans of my workshop, because I post a lot of stories on there, including the 4th axis that I'm busy making work again. That's pretty much where you can find me. If you, once again, go buy shirts so my wife will leave me alone. She asked me to promote the shirts some more. They are leaving the store at the end of the month, I think. So, go have a look and see if you like any of our fancy shirts. And then Curt said he would model them when they arrive, the ones that are sent.
I will, but I'm not wearing the ones that I currently have because they're a little snug, be a little X-rated. Maybe we could leave that in the.
Those are for your other use of the camera.
Right, yeah, exactly. My nighttime use of the camera.
There we go. Sweet. Thank you, everybody, for listening. I hope you enjoyed the podcast. If you enjoyed it and you feel like sharing it, please do so. If you're watching on YouTube or Zencaster, you can just listen on Spotify or Apple Podcast. And if you're just listening there, you can see our ugly faces on the other two. So thank you very much for listening, and we will see you next week.
Take care, all.